Welcome to the second episode of My Basketball Journey, featuring a 2v2 pickup match with film breakdown. While warming up for another day of solo training, I saw 3 other guys playing and asked if they wanted to do 2-on-2. They agreed, and we shot to determine teams, which resulted in me being paired up with a guy in the maroon hoodie. The theme for this first section of clips will be passing, but I will also break down other details as well. First off, notice my movement to get open. This gives me control of the situation, and I patiently wait for an opportunity to attack, such as when this pick is set, then use my vision to make a killer pass, setting up a layup. Taking another look, notice how I did not make it obvious that I saw my teammate, and I chose to use a bounce pass instead of a chest pass. Next, I identify that my teammate has a 1v1 opportunity, so I give him some space. This movement also frees me up though, because now I can attack the paint. So, I make a fake, and then accelerate hard. I get doubled, so I make a no-look pass, giving my teammate an opportunity to make a bucket. I instantly realized that the quick pass was the right call here, because I am familiar with this type of play from soccer, where it is known as a wall pass or a give and go. On this play, I make the rebound and then make a quick pass thanks to some good movement from my teammate. What really helped me here, besides the quick decision making, was the one-handed pass, because it allows for a fast release that can't be easily defended against. This is a great pass to add to your arsenal. Here, I tried to trick the defender by going opposite of the pick, but it didn't work and I got stuck. So I made a behind the back no-look pass to get out of trouble. On this next play, I rebound the shot, then, while dribbling back, take a look before I make it all the way out, which allows me to see my teammate making a great run. Vision is not magic. You must look in order to obtain it. Practicing the exercise from my first video will help you get into the habit of looking around while maintaining control of the ball. This play is similar to before. By checking out my surroundings before I bring the ball out, I am able to make a quick bounce pass, even at a tight angle. My teammate has been doing good movement all game long, putting himself into scoring position without needing to dribble. Now, let's get into some lob passes. Here, I'm trying to get open, and I point to my teammate where I want the ball. He does a great roll from the pick, and I lob it to the right side, away from the defender. The first-person perspective shows the defender played it well and jumped high, but my quick release made sure there was no interception. Here, I box out well, and then see my teammate having good leverage, so I lob it quickly before the defender has a chance to see what is happening. This last one is another quick release. Although it did not set up a scoring opportunity, because I place it away from the defender, we still managed to have possession. Now let's get into some on-ball defense. My style is to use my endurance and athleticism to stay with the dribbler while reading them and waiting for the right opportunity to swipe at the ball. Here the dribbler tries to bump and spin, but I manage to take the contact and force him to the baseline by moving my feet in short, quick steps. When switching on defense, I like to step up aggressively and surprise the dribbler around the screen. If I switch too soon, I think I give up the option for a roll to the basket too easily. So I play it patiently until I make up my mind, at which point I attack with aggression if the situation calls for it. I think one of the big keys to defense is to make the offense uncomfortable using the element of surprise. Another key is having vision to read the game, which I do here by seeing the pick ahead of time, looking to my right, and then stepping up at the last second to thwart the screen and momentarily surprise the defender. I didn't play my angle well though, and he makes a good drive, but I'm able to recover with a hand to the ball, which prevents an easy layup. When it comes to post defense, as an undersized player, I have to primarily prevent the attacker from receiving the ball in a good position. If I fail at that, then I rely on attacking the ball while using my legs more than my upper body to prevent being backed down. Here, I do a good job at preventing the inside pass. Then, I quickly transition to offense and buy time for my teammate to get open by faking some passes and then pulling it off with a one-hander. When I defend the lob pass, I first assess if I can reach the ball, and if I can't, then I quickly move myself into the position where the ball will land, but I do this without looking at the ball. In soccer, I learned how to visualize the ball's trajectory in my head so that I can be even faster, and I'm applying it to basketball as well. Sometimes though, I do decide to jump at it. However, you must be absolutely confident and decide this quickly. Since I am new to basketball, catching and shooting will be a good skill to develop. I like to do step backs as well. I think I get that from watching Luka. I've also been working a little bit on my inside game, where I try to do like a hook or a lob shot with one hand. Then of course I rely on some good movement to get open and put myself into a scoring position. I also like to do a quick release mid-range shot. Lastly, here I move out of the paint to prevent my teammate from being doubled, which helps him score with a one-on-one matchup. Now for inside scoring, I also had to do a lot of movement on this play. Then I followed it up with that inside move that I've been practicing. Here I'm moving to get into good position and leverage. Then I'm playing from my back to the basket and do a one-handed lob pass with some good movement from my teammate. This play has more movement and then a fade shot, which has some Dirk and Luka inspiration. On these plays, I like my movement, dribbling, and shot creation. I miss the shots, and some of that is due to unlucky bounces on the rim, as well as just needing more reps to get better. I'm happy with the results so far though. Here I did a no-look pass, something I like to do in soccer as well. And here's that inside shot again. I'm going to continue working on it to try to perfect that craft. I really like that inside post game. I think it's an important skill. Okay, now that's enough of my lowlights. Let's get into some fast decision making, like here. Playmaking comes natural to me since that was one of my strongest skills in soccer. On this play, I misjudged the situation and exposed the ball too much. However, I recover by shielding the defender from getting the ball, because I know if it goes out, it is still ours. Then, the defender ends up giving us a 2-on-1. I felt really comfortable in this situation again, thanks to soccer. The key is to have patience and don't pass the ball too early. If the defender commits to me, then I pass it, and if not, I take it myself. On this play, notice the sharp angles I take with my movement to get open. Then, I size up my defender for a one-on-one, but despite all the dribbling, I'm still aware of my teammates' movement and make a killer pass. From soccer, I have perfected using my peripheral vision to see the game and use my patience to let my teammate get open without having to rush things. Sometimes on defense, I get a little too aggressive. I'm okay with it though, living and dying by the sword. On the other hand, in this situation, I could have been more aggressive, but it was just a good offensive play as well. Here I blew a good read by my teammate. I thought he was shooting. Maybe I was tired, but it was a great time for a roll to the basket. Here I like my movement, and then I had some good dribbling. And then I tried a shot that I've been working on a little bit, and I'm going to continue working on it because I think it'll be a good one. But it was a little wild right here. I used about 2 or 3 possessions of the game to try out new things, even though they're a little bit wild and led to maybe an embarrassing miss, but that's really the only way to get better. Here I really need to get better position to prevent the poke. In the moment of the game, I thought that this pass was a mistake and I should have taken it myself, but upon further review after the game, I actually think it was an okay to pass. Lastly, when I go to double someone, I really need to make sure I get the ball, because otherwise it's an easy basket.
You know where I'm going. Hey, we can't start like this, guys.
Oh, I left them open. We're okay.
Overall, those 3 guys were super cool, which made for a fun, clean game of 2v2. I am pleased with my performance and think I'm making good progress. Hope you enjoyed the video.